I'm joined now by senior editorial producer John Santucci, who has been covering President Trump and his inner circle since before he even announced his candidacy. John, I know you know so much about the president, about his family. Looking back at those moments, what stands out the most to you?
That's a loaded question. There's so much, to be honest with you, over the last 4 years. You know, I think that where this began, the fact that, Donald Trump was the most unlikely presidential candidate in modern history. His winning was the most unexpected event that anyone could have ever imagined. And quite frankly, the last 4 years of his presidency have been anything but predictable. I mean, coming in right away, doing a shutdown with countries as he had promised early on the campaign trail, to see an impeachment trial, a special counsel's investigation, now another impeachment trial, a pandemic. I mean, you really think about the 4 years of Donald Trump, there's not one episode a year. There are so many moments that have stood out, all of which have been record-breaking. And as John said in his piece, Diane, even the things that you could say were good for his party. He did get 3 justices on the Supreme Court. That is something that nobody can take away from him. All 3 are young. They will have a long legacy on the court for some time to come. But now the question remains, Donald Trump's legacy after a very tumultuous 4 years, that is going to be something that we're still going to be writing years from now.
Well, and that's my next question to you. What do you think is next for Donald Trump and his family?
Well, I think at the moment, after the events that we saw up on Capitol Hill, everyone I talk to around the president uses the same phrase, to be determined, what he will do, what will come next. This is a president that is not going out in the normal ways, right? He's not recognizing his successor, hasn't even uttered the words, next President Joe Biden. But that's going to be the question for him. There has been talk about a presidential library. There has not been talk about a book of some kind. The only member of the Trump family that's actually discussing a book at the moment is First Lady Melania Trump, and it's not going to be a tell-all. It's a coffee table book that'll showcase images of the changes she made to the White House over her 4 years there. And then the broader question, what happens to the family? It's certainly been a family affair for the last 4 years, 5 since he ran for president in 2016 for Donald Trump. His children want to stay involved in politics. It's going to be quite hard for them to do that after what we've seen in the last couple of weeks. I know that Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump Jr. very much want to stay engaged. And they've had conversations, but everything at the moment, Diane, after the last couple of weeks has been put on hold.
And you touched on his legacy before. Decades from now, what do you think the Trump presidency will be remembered for?
I was thinking about this, just trying to think about the moments that I've witnessed over the last couple of years. I actually think, my son turned a year old last week, and I was thinking, how is Daddy going to explain this someday to him? I don't think he'll believe me. I don't think that he'll believe that there was a president who was impeached twice. I don't believe that he'll, believe me when I say about the internal battles that went on in the White House and the aides that publicly, not even privately, publicly tried to kill each other over the course of the 4 years. There's so much of this that is truly unbelievable. The president used that word directly to me 5 days into his presidency to explain it. And I think that is the perfect word for how we're going to walk away from these 4 years. Every single moment was unbelievable.
All right, John Santucci, we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.